bullshit today. Damn, I need to. Let's see how this go today. Just trying to invite some people, man. You know, I be trying to invite people, man. I can't say that I don't. All these flies and shit. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do a few more people. Okay. What up, though? Of course, it doesn't let me know who is in here. Just gives me the number of the amount that's in here. Let me see, man. Let's see if I can try to. I know you like, nigga, stop typing. Okay, yeah. I can't see who's in here right now, but it tells me the amount of people. But yeah, man, you know, this is Thursday. You know, I'm Jay Scott, man. I'm down here in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, man, it doesn't give me the number, give me the people who's in here. So if you in here, man, if you can just hit the like button, man, or just drop a comment, you know, just so I can, you know what I mean, give you a little quick little shout out, man, let you know you up in here, man. Cause I do be giving a damn who's up in here, you understand? What up, Gerald Valdez? What up, Kashawn? Appreciate that. You know, I just wanted to drop a few topics, man, just to kind of, you know, just to, you know, keep this thing going, man, because, you know, motherfuckers is quarantining, so you ain't got nothing else to do. So I figured that, you know what I mean, I'll try to come on here just to spit a little bit. Let me see what I'm doing at the time. All right, so let's go and jump right in. You can cash at me 0.1 cents. Can you do that? Can you cash at me 0.1 cents? Because when they come through, they're going to take that shit. And it's going to be zero. But you know what I mean, this week went fast, man. I mean, shit. For this to be what's going on right now. For it to be what's going on right now. It's this week kind of went fast. So let's see. Oh, you're talking about what? Yeah. I'm gonna get into that. Just a few seconds there, Irma. Thank you for dropping that. Cause you're 1,000% right. But you know, I wanted to start with the with the first one, man, which was So I've been, you know, just looking all over, looking on the internet, all these things, you know, and I can't remember who brought this up or who said this, but it brought up a very good question. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was watching this dude named Nathaniel Jordan, and he does wellness. He's a minister of wellness. That's what he goes by. And he posted up a story about 3 pastors 3 pastors that had died from the coronavirus. And now these pastors were older. You know, they were bordered, you know, about elderly. They were like in their 80s. You know, one was like late 70s. And, you know, I understand that this whole thing is really targeting the elderly and those that have, you know, health issues already going on. It's a good, yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it right there, Irma. You know what I'm saying? Because of the circumstances that have gone down, it's hard for me to. Oh, you gonna give me a penny?
I told you I was gonna cash it.
Wow, I got my penny. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, and you know, it's a good topic to go from StreamYard. I was trying to remember the name of that shit. And you know, I'm trying to really get that going, you know what I mean? But I don't have a desktop right now. And I can try to do it on the laptop, but you know, that's the issue. Anyway, but it's always the topic to come back to and talk to, you know what I'm saying? Because the more and more dialect that's discussed, then, you know, the better the results are. So, but, so, you know, I've seen this story on these pastors that passed away from the coronavirus, and, you know, I pose a question: is it? Okay, well, shit, I'm gonna try that shit later. So I pose the question: are the black churches are they vulnerable? Are they more vulnerable for the COVID-19? Appreciate that. If you can hit the thumbs up for me, anybody in here? Oh shit, that was a B. The COVID-19 is going to the black church. Was it making you vulnerable to the COVID-19? Because let's be honest, man. This stuff has already been out before they start shutting it down. You know, this virus has been out, I would say, at least October, man. This shit's already been out. People already been getting sick. You understand what I'm saying? So, but in the black church, though, see, this is the thing in the black church, man. In the black church, and I'm going to say this because I've gone and I've been to black churches. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate people coming in, man. If you could hit the like button for me, man. You know what I mean? Drop a comment. Let me know you up in here. I'll shout you out. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Gabrielle, what up? Andrea, Andy Winters, what up? Carol Thompson, what up? What does it say? Why are you? I can't. Because that's the COVID is the that's like the scientific term. But so yeah, it's really not really called coronavirus. I mean, that's the name, but the name that they're attaching to it is COVID-19, which has the coronavirus name in it. Anyway, so like these black churches, man, let me get this out, man. Black churches, see, a majority of black churches that have pastors, man, is it COVID? COVID, amen, a. You know, I'm a nigga, so sometimes I'll fuck it up. I'm sorry. But these black churches, you know, what pastors have at these black churches that even talk about health? You know, there's many of issues that I have with churches, period. But in the black church, how many churches are getting pastors to say, hey, don't eat meat. Watch what you're doing. What up, Stephanie Anderson, Anthony Chavarria? What up? How many pastors are doing that? You know what I'm saying? How many pastors at any church? At any church, it don't even matter what denomination. How many pastors at these churches, man, are promoting health, and at the same time, the pastors are dying. You know, I mean. And not even just dying, man. These pastors are You know, they're having health issues, you know, and I mean, see, if you have pastors that are older, you know, let's just be 100, you know, a lot of these people in these baby boomer generations, they kind of have their mind set on how they are. So you can't be somebody that just introduces some new shit to them and they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to try it. Maisha Henderson, what up? They're not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. These pastors at these churches, they do not promote health. They don't promote health. And you got health all in the Bible, though. You got health. You got what is supposed to be eaten, what is not supposed to be eaten. And, you know, in the Bible, it talks about, you know, eating healthy. Basically being a vegetarian. Kathleen or right. You know. Yeah, you know, it's deep out here, man. You know? And so it's like if these pastors are passing away, if they dying, I mean, what's that saying though? What's that saying though? Because I mean, you know, yeah, a lot of these pastors, some of them have stress. A lot of them have stress because, you know, they have congregations where people are constantly trying to pull and grab and talk to them and trying to get their issues right and all these other things. But I mean, if you still eating pig feet, you know what I'm saying? If you still eating chitlins, if you still eating pork chops, if you still eating food that you should not be putting in your body, like what kind of spiritual path are you leading your congregation down? What kind of spiritual path are you leading your congregation down if you don't have any type of health, anything in your church? But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about, okay, so that's a good point. Many churches discuss health as well as mental health. I'm generalizing. Well, this is the thing. I'm not even talking about churches that make money that should have their own clinics. I am a firm believer that all these churches should have clinics. No, how many churches have their own hospitals? Churches get tax-free money, son. See, I'm not going to try to go in like that, man, because, yeah, you know, it has evolved since the 90s, but in what direction, though? If it's evolved, then what churches have schools? What churches have grocery stores? What churches have clinics? These churches should have all the resources available to their congregation to be healthy, eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Where's that at? I've never had pig feet. Cow guts. Yeah, I ate pig feet, the chitlins. If that's the case, if churches really have evolved since the 90s, then where are they? Black churches make money. They make money. Lots of churches do, but black churches have. I can probably count on my hands and toes on how many black churches have schools, hospitals, grocery stores. These are things that you need to survive as people. So how is that not part of your spiritual path? You see, that's the thing. Like, we just can't be up in church just talking about Jesus all day. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's discussions, but it's no solutions. It's no actions. Because that's not what church and religion is set up for you to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That, yeah, but still, though, they get money. They get tax-free money. Okay, so that's what the congregation's for. That's what the congregation's for. Workers and volunteers, unless you just have a smaller congregation, then that's kind of different. See, I don't partake in, I go to church. It's a non-denominational church. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a new church that's getting ready to be built. Yeah, I plan on working and volunteering for that. Yeah, boom. Yeah. No, everyone's not willing to commit. So that's what I'm saying. The whole thing of church is something that just controls you. See, when you belong to something that you claim is your spirituality, you're supposed to walk. You're supposed to walk that walk. You can't just go to church or just believe in the Bible and you're not really using it for any type of solution, because that's what the biblical times, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. They were all trying to, what I mean? I mean, it's a lot of astrology and metaphoric things in the Bible, but it's like, people have not even, people still think that, Jesus was, this yeah, but I'm saying, no, the solution is, like I said, the solution should be trying to save your people. And within the black church, there is no promotion of health. It's not. So if that's the case, then churches should be having, health food nights, right? Which means that you would come in and you would eat dishes that are prepared that are healthy for you. But that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because niggas are addicted to meat. And niggas love that pork, they love that chicken, but niggas love Jesus. So how are you supposed to do all that? You ain't supposed. So if your pastor die right now, then you know what I'm saying. What come? Who's gonna take up for that church? You ain't even having the people in the congregation pass away. You having the pastor pass away. That is big, man. I'm not talking about no health fairs and wanting to see. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of these churches make a lot of money. Matter of fact, these churches could even come together to even stack and have and use their money. These churches, like I said, and show me a church that has a school. Show me a church that has a clinic or some type of hospital, because these people make billions of dollars collectively, billions of dollars. There's no excuses in 2020. There's no excuses. People still go to church, and I'm not knocking if you go to church, but you can't be in no church and they ain't trying to get you healthy. How can you be walking spiritually and you ain't and you're eating pork, nigga, like, or you eating chicken, nigga, like? That's where this corona shit really is coming from, is is the way they preparing this food. If you ever see these videos in China, man, you got them sending chickens off over here that's been mixed with different blood, that's been mixed with different animals. You know what I mean? How am I contradicting myself? I don't understand how am I contradicting myself? How am I contradicting myself? I don't know. But Andrea, you're still trapped in the churches. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then the organization that you have, you should be wanting to open up, a clinic. It ain't gonna take much to open no clinic. Do you understand? You understand black women are dying on the delivery table at hospitals more than any race? Did you know that? So why wouldn't that be important? That would be important. I would think that, you know what I'm saying, if you got a non-for-profit, you would know these type of things and you would try to damn near get your own thing popping. But how I know that and you don't know that, if that's the case? Black women are dying on the emergency table. They have more C-sections. They take more organs out of black women than any group of race of women. So if you a church and you a black church, you mean to tell me you don't know that? You can't go and get your own, what they call, OBYNGN, what they call, man? What they call? This females in here, let me know. You can't get your own clinic? I ain't even saying a hospital, a clinic? Like, come on, it's 2020. It's no excuses. There's no excuses from these churches. That's why I'm saying it's too many people that are getting sick because they that's not what's being preached to them at church. Thank you, OBGYN. That's not what's being preached. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm contradicting myself. No, I'm not. Sorry, Andrea, I'm not. What up, Snuck Lani, I don't even know how to say that. Dongjia Hampton. I mean, appreciate that. Amen. So, I mean, it's a question in a discussion that really needs to be talked about. I mean, everyone can have a health fair, everyone can have wellness, discussions. But man, when these people are making money, when these people are making tax-free money, there's no excuse for that just be the only option. It should be way more things going on in the black church. All right. And you know what? I should have started off talking about the other thing, because I actually had, I've had quite a few of Hispanic, Latino people hitting me up in here right now. Let me see if I can, because I wanna definitely talk on that right quick. You know what I'm saying? You want churches to open hospitals? Yeah, churches. Like I say, churches, they have tax-free money. A church can open up anything they want to. A church has the resources and the ability to be able to take the money they have and open up a tax-free school. This is tax-free. Yes. Hold on, let me see if I can. There we go. Let me see. I'm inviting some people. I'm trying to see if I can get, because I wasn't trying to be on no long tangent about that, about the black church, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And it's not just the black church, it should be any church. It should be any church. You know what I'm saying? Any church. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up in Indianapolis, I grew up in a Catholic church. You know what I'm saying? Not a Catholic church, but it was a private school, but it was still a church. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they would have church on Sundays and things of that nature, but it was a school too. It was a school. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? All of what I'm saying is that these people have the resources, but they don't have pastors really trying to get their congregation right. And it's just sad that some of these pastors are just they dying. You know what? With the clip that I heard, there was 3 of them that just passed. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't want to go on a long tangent, man. What time? Yeah, because I already been on here for like 20 minutes. What a persistent the barber. I wanted to invite you in. So, man, like the next thing that I had on here, you know what I'm saying, was about why black and Latino have a bad relationship. And I just want to start off by saying that, you know what I mean, I'm originally from Indiana. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from Indianapolis, Naptown, nigga all day. Okay. I'm out here in San Antonio, Texas. And I've been out here for about 5 years. All right, so like in Indianapolis, man, it's Midwest, so it's black and white. There are some Hispanics that, a lot more now in Indianapolis and Indiana. But, when I was growing up and all the way up to maybe like, my 30s, because I'm your boy about to turn 41 here in a minute. But when I came out here, or I should say when I was in Indianapolis, there wasn't really too much of interactions between black and Hispanic or Latino, because it wasn't really enough of that. It wasn't enough people. It wasn't enough Hispanic people. Like, believe it or not, in Indianapolis, it's got to at least be damn near over 600,000 black people in Indianapolis that I believe. I believe there's at least 500,000 black people. Maybe more than that. It may be more than that. So, like, when I came out here, and like I said, black in Indianapolis is maybe, I ain't gonna say half the numbers, but it's like maybe 30 to 40% black, in Indianapolis. I'm talking about Indianapolis, which is the, capital, whatever. Anyway, so coming out here, and it was shocking. Coming out here, I went from some black people in the Midwest to North Mexico and San Antonio. What up, Nate? I went from the Midwest, where it was some black people. And it's black people all through the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? You know, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Even in Milwaukee, well, it's Wisconsin. But still, when I came out here, yeah, you got Dallas, you got Houston, but yo, San Antonio, this is North Mexico, nigga. This is North Mexico. San Antonio is like 2 hours from the border. You understand what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been to Laredo. Nigga, I seen it's like a fence. Nigga, they got a fence that border. They got like a gated fence that like separates Laredo from, you know what I'm saying, Mexico. Like the shit is a nigga like me from the Midwest ain't, you know, I wasn't used to seeing that. I was like, damn, this is for real. This is how it is. Now let me just explain this. So I think that, you know what I mean, because of, you know, not only social media, but the black and brown, that has always been something that has been there. Just like how black and white, black and anything, as far as dating, being together, yeah, everywhere, and around here, everywhere. But you know what I'm saying? There's always been a history, you know what I mean, with you know, basically with black men with every type of race, black people with every type of race. So when it comes to the black and Latino, out here in San Antonio, I'll just say from the experiences that I've seen, there's been positives and there's been negatives. But you know what I'm saying? Like the negatives that I've seen, you know, comes with extreme racism. And when I say that, I mean that, see, like down here in San Antonio, it's like damn near at least got to be 90% Hispanic down there. At least 90% Hispanic. It's a lot of Hispanic. But there's something called Hispanic supremacy. Okay, so just like how you have white supremacy, there is Hispanic supremacy down here also, which means this. If I'm a black person and I'm down here in San Antonio, there's really not that many black people down here. So when it comes to me trying to get a job or something like that, or any black person trying to get a job, you gonna be like down, you gonna be down here, nigga. You ain't even, like, for you to get like up here, like, nigga, you gonna have to like try to know some people to, because I'm gonna tell you, I try to, you know what I mean, I try to get a nice little hustle when I first came out here. I try to go to a temp agency, you know, just to get something quick. These motherfuckers took a whole month to get back with me at a goddamn temp agency, nigga. And when I moved down here, I swear every type of receptionist, every type of host was all Hispanic females. Look, man, it ain't really a place that I ain't been to around here that ain't got Hispanic females being, you know what I'm saying, in those positions. Like, I've seen, you know, some black people here and there, things like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's crucial out here. I mean, you know, you have your preference. I mean, so yeah, and you know, your people should accept it. They should, and that's where the problem comes in, is when your people don't accept it. You know, because I mean, let's be 100, man. Black people's people. We will accept it to a degree. You know, there's many that will accept it, but even if they didn't accept it, they wouldn't try to pollute or you know, collude your relationship. They wouldn't be, you know, a black mother, they see you coming home with a Hispanic female. It just depends on, because see, people's experiences are what kind of leads their head to how they perceive somebody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's deep out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's what up, Simone? So, you know, it's like you know, if your preference is black, you know, you may have better. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I've had people tell me, man, that, you know, Hispanic dudes be out here smacking the shit out they women, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying that black, see, look, man. Hispanic dudes, I've heard, could be quick to be violent towards their women. I don't know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not to say black men don't either. But at the same time, though, you know what I'm saying? Black men, we know if we touch anybody, we going to jail. Yeah. Because you be surprised, Irwin, you be surprised how I'll be out here and I can, like, I don't know, man. It's just different, man. Like, Hispanic people a lot of them don't say excuse me. A lot of Hispanic people don't say excuse me. They don't say shit. And when I feel as if they walk by me and don't say nothing, I be like, you know, I be feeling like, you know, it's because I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, like, I worked at a, where am I doing time? All right, I worked at a, valet. I worked as a valet downtown at one of these hotels. And, you know what I'm saying, it would just be amazing to me how people would come in that looked like they just came here from South America or somewhere. Like, they just, like, when they touched down at the hotel, that's what they had left from somewhere in South America. And like, they traveled for days, nigga. And when they came into that hotel, man, they did not want to talk to me at all. Yeah, I didn't call the cops. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? it's just different out here, man. It's different, but maybe it's not different. Maybe this is kind of like something that's showing me how, you know what I mean? Because I'm not saying there's bad Hispanic people out here. I'm not saying that. Or bad Latino people out here. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, yo, like I encounter a lot of bullshit down here. A lot of bullshit. And like I said, working this job shit, you know, I've heard people, you know, like I said, it could be, you know, a contracting job can be anything, man. You know, because this is a at-will state, they can get rid of you at any time. Well, I mean, I feel you on that. I feel you. But are they rude and racist? Because I've also seen them walk right by me and, you know, walk right up to a white person and get to talking. With me, they act like they don't know no English. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think that, you know what I mean, like, I think that, I mean, what's the Hispanic name for black people, man? I know it's a Hispanic name, a Hispanic term that is a derogatory term for black people. I know that's out there other than nigga. I know it is, man. I know it is. But you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, I think that we don't really stay together because you got to understand also, man, you've had Hispanic like groups, if you know, join with Aryan nation groups. You got a group called the Lowrider Aryan Brotherhood or something out here, man, where they didn't join forces with some of these white supremacist groups. You know, in California, man, you know, Hispanic people was running up on black people out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty deep, man. You know, I ain't gonna try to go too deep. But, you know, when it comes to things that black people have gone through, like, it'd be different if there was a group of Latinos or Hispanics that kind of, you know, stick up for black people. I mean, you know, if there was a group, I'm saying if there was a group that was made that would show up to when black people get harassed or shot by the cops or this, because, you know what I'm saying, they like to include black and brown, but it ain't been a lot of Hispanic or Latino people getting shot by the cops, though. It ain't been a lot of that, though. Hispanic people will shoot back. You know, Hispanic people will shoot back at the cops. Black people don't be ain't trying to shoot at the cops like that. Hispanic people will shoot at the motherfucking cops. They be like, nigga, I am not going to jail. I'm not going. Like, I've seen it on the news. So, that's just like in a nutshell, man. But do I think that black and Hispanic, people could get along and be in relationships and stuff like that? Yeah, it can work. Like I said, it's your preference. You know what I mean? It's your preference. But you know what I mean? Like I said, I commented earlier that, a lot of times, man, genetically, if we won't be 100, black people have a dominant genetic gene. So if I sleep with any race of people and I have a baby by them, that baby's gonna be black. Oh yeah, we good people. I'm definitely not saying that there are some good, people that are Hispanic, Latino. I'm not denying that at all. I'm not denying that at all. Yeah, you real good people, Irma. I'm not talking about you at all. So let's I'm not talking about you at all. I'm talking about, I've just kind of seen and been around and what I'm saying, heard stories and stuff. 1% black. No, that's what's up. I mean, let's. That's the thing, Irma. Every Latino, every Hispanic person is going to have some type of black in them. See, if you gotta see how, Hispanic and Latino people, came from a mixture of, quite a few people, quite a few ethnicities, and black is definitely one. By the time the French came in and the Spanish and the Spaniards came into places of South America and places where, it was y'all's skin tone started all the way dark. Like, white people came in and basically changed you all's whole pigmentation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you all have a lot of, Spanish, maybe French, and y'all have black in y'all. That's part of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Every person that claims to be Hispanic or Latino, they have black in them. It's just if they claim it or not. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I still got love for you, Irvin. You cool people. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that for a minute, man. I know I've been on here for a minute, man. I wanted to touch on that and just say that, black and Latino people can definitely get together, be together, do business together, coexist together, procreate. But it's just a matter of, how far back, how far back some of the racism goes. Racism can go back pretty far. What up, Drew Bluesy? You know what I'm saying? If you can hit the like button, man. Anybody that's still in here, man, hit the like button. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get on here and talk some little shit right quick. You know what I mean? I went on a nice little tangent earlier, but I wanted to come back and talk about the other part that I wanted to discuss. And you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look on some discussions where I'm gonna bring them up and see what people think. But appreciate everything. Appreciate people checking in with your boy. And go back and play this and share this, and you know what I'm saying? I feel as if I dropped some little shit, for conversation in here. So hit me up on all aspects, angles, comedianjscott.coms. I do got a .com, and you know what I mean, J Scott Experience. Make sure y'all stay cautious out here, man. Keep your head on a motherfucking swivel. And that's it, man. I'm out, man. Peace.